why in the world would any male in his teens or 20s or even 30s whose blood levels of testosterone and estrogen are at the appropriate levels, meaning within the normal reference range, why would they take exogenous testosterone, given all the negative effects on fertility, some of the challenges that it can present if the dosages aren't quite right, et cetera? Why would they do that? Certainly if they are not being paid for a particular endeavor, like they're not making money. If they are playing a sport, chances are they're not allowed to do that anyway. It's on the banned substances list. So to me, it just seems like a crazy idea. But then again, I'm of a generation that really hasn't thought about doing that stuff until people were in their 40s and 50s, or even never. So is there ever a case for somebody in their 20s or 30s to take testosterone, if their blood levels are within the 300 to 900 nanograms per deciliter reference range?
Everyone has their different reason as far as like, when does the benefit outweigh the detriment? Not very often if you're in your 20s, and certainly probably almost hardly never. There's always, rare cases like Kalman syndrome and whatnot, but almost never if you're very young.
Okay, so for people in their 20s, 30s, and beyond, 40s, et cetera, whose testosterone and estrogen levels are at the appropriate ratios and within the normal reference range, libido, energy, recovery, et cetera, are feeling, at least workable for their lifestyle. For those people, what can they do besides get great sleep, train but not too hard or too often, et cetera, et cetera? What are some of the things in the realm of supplementation that can help them optimize their testosterone and estrogen without suppressing their own endogenous production of testosterone and estrogen?
Let's mention creatine as the first one.